The Bobcats will boot it away to start the game. On first down, here comes this offense. These corners going to give these receivers some space. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Getting some heat. Avoids pressure. Now he's looking into the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This offensive line does such a good job communicating in pass protection. You can see guys passing defenders off to one another, and that's why the quarterback had so much time to complete that throw deep downfield.
White wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Showing the arm straight down the left side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Power football with the run.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. Bust through behind his pad. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
Zone equals eyes. When I say
the Bobcats will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Genty. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense lining up for a first down play. Handoff to the lone back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Skips away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to get to him. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And come on now, O-line. You've got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants to take the top off. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Trying to run, it's Hankerson. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jeanty. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is...
There he goes to the right. Inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Dropping back, it's Milroe. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
3 straight incompletions and undaunted. They'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch on the left. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 7, Ohio 3.
First down to start the drive after the break. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Using his legs, it's Donaldson. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Bobcats want to pick up the tempo.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Milroe. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pulls it in inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. The jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Ohio! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Genty. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
To throw, it's Daniels. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bobcats. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. about to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Genti. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Look, that interception is not the quarter. And the Demon Deacons will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. That is a decision he will likely regret.
I ain't talking.
He brings it out of the
He
end
is.
zone and
He
he's
ain't
knocked
talking.
down at the 10. Offense set on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Pressure coming. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
On the run, it's Donaldson. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Bobcats want to move quickly. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
After the incompletion, it's second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Afterburner's coming. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Running back searching for a hole. Pulls his way forward. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Wants to throw on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Feeling some heat. They're setting up the screen. No siree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Quarterback checking off. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise.
Oh, what vision. Still on his feet. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They believe they can run right here. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quick strike complete. Tackled after picking up the first down. The Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Jordan. They're trying to get to him. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Moving out of the pocket. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's going to pass.
And here we go. If you're an
fires the pass. Intercepted. Made the play on the pick. Was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Looking to go up top on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry up. Looking for space. It's Jordan. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's got his man. Touchdown, Wake! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start the racing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's Milroe. Time to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got
Sure you want me to quit the game?
And it's 1st and goal from the 7. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Quick timeout.
Sure you don't want to quit the game?
Make sure everyone has the same call.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300-plus-pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
They'll go to the air. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel, everybody, man. CC Hodges.
And here's the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next
Name CC Hodges. Go subscribe now, man. Live now. Finna whoop everybody.
Inside a half-minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Demon Deacons will hustle to the line. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the back. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and how about the 3rd down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the 3rd down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Wake.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And the Bobcats will boot it away to start the second half.
I'm sure you won't score no more for the rest of the game.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires and picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forced an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Takes the handoff. It's Donaldson. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes a connection. And fired the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And they will
You too easy,
score.
kid. Stop talking trash.
Ohio.
Big trash talk, boy.
Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Waddle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Buys a little time. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Defense playing a bail technique. Gets it out fast. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Quickly complete. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And the Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
The Demon Deacons line it up with a 1st and goal. He caught it. Strong, firm tackle. 2nd and goal for this offense. Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a drive there of 85 yards. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And how about the philosophy of this team? Aggressive, aggressive, and more aggressive. You got the lead. You're winning, right? And you don't have to kick an onside. But I'm kicking an onside. And they get it. Nice aggressive mindset. And it's rewarding.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Corner's going to give them room. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give as they work on that clock. Shakes off the defender. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
YouTube, subscribe up, CC Hodges, all caps. YouTube, subscribe up, all CC Hodges, all caps.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Puck going to throw it over the top of the knee. And this is dropped. Incomplete. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Bobcats in the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Dumps it to the back. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Ohio. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Durham. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Moving away from pressure. Oh, he's going to go up top. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. To the air, it's Milroe. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Bobcats!
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He powers through. And they capitalize not only And the Bobcats will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. A first down for the offense. Back to pass, it's Mahomes. Taking a shot on the first play. It's complete. A huge pickup. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Pirates.
Well, they wanted to be aggressive in the passing game, and they didn't waste a lot of time. They take a shot vertically down the field to their star player. He makes the play, and he makes the defense pay.
The AT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Now on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. He slings it deep to the left. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in his booth there if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, ECU! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young
He's taking the shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 10. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely perfect. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fielded in the end zone, it's Benjamin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Mahomes. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Lost, the defense is wide open. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll give it to the back.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Pirates look to keep this drive humming. The give to the left. Open space at the 25. Oh, ball's out. Oh, looks as if the... And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he will take it in. Touchdown, East Carolina. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys.
Here we go.
To the air. It's Mahomes. Buying some time. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
Well, if you want to get something done, you better just do it yourself. Nobody open in the end zone that time. Quarterback's able to scramble and get in for 2.
This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime. Intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Golden. He's loose on the right. The 20. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on into double coverage, and he picked it off. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. There's not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He fires to the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Bobcats want to crank the tempo. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He lets it fly. And it's hauled in at the 10. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll throw it on first down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Caught close to the marker, it's Campbell. Touchdown, Bobcats! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Mahomes. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside. Ball is loose. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time with not enough time. The defense gets to it. These corners backing off a bit. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure.
Looking for the end zone. He caught it. Touchdown, Ohio. And the comeback is on.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Coming out with it, it's Benjamin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, Davey.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go.
Snags it down the right side. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Second down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires one deep down the right side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. First down, 10 yards to go. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to move it through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Brings it in down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The Bobcats want to pick up the tempo.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman.
Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking for room. It's Donaldson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll take another shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. He wants to throw it again. He's not afraid to go deep. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the play.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in a sudden change situation.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Scanning the field. It's Milroe. Quick completion on the out route. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, they don't pick up the first down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions. And we'll see what he's able to do as they inch closer and closer towards the goal line.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. And that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Field goal is good. And we're all tied up, and who's in the mood for a dramatic finish, fellas? We've got a timeout from the kicking team. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead.
Running toward the tape. Running inside the... Just keeps moving. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Let's see what they've got on second down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Looking for a man. It's Mahomes. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
He wants to pass it on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed in the middle. It's Golden.
And even though his team is trailing, this guy has stepped up time and time again for his offense. Already over 100 yards, and now comes up with a massive play in a 2-minute situation.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. They're in position to win it with a field goal. They got to spike it and stop the clock. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Got it in the middle. It's Francis. Touchdown, Pirates! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Handoff from the gun. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring